What's the lowest spice tolerance you've seen in someone? Someone at work brought in some fresh-picked oranges from a tree in their yard. Another employee cut one up and took a bite. "Ooh, sweet, sweet," quote, she said with surprise. Then her eyes got real big, and she started acting like she had just eaten a hot pepper, but shouting, "Sweet, too sweet," while taking deep breaths while chewing with her mouth open, fanning her open mouth with her hands. As she was finishing chewing her bite of orange, she rushed over to the water cooler and chugged several small cups of water like she was trying to soothe her sweeted-out mouth. One of the weirdest fucking things I've ever seen. One of my kids, age 5 or 6, commented that Greek yogurt was a little spicy. For my own sanity, I have to assume he meant tangy and just didn't have that word. But it's definitely funnier at face value. I've noticed my kids lose their spice tolerance at about the point they start developing food preferences in general. I've worked to build up my spice tolerance over the years. And don't stint on it with the kids either. So it's kind of funny to watch a kid go from chowing down on jalapeno anything to complaining that bullseye barbecue sauce is too much heat for them. I have a mast cell disorder. The cells that release histamines. And one of my triggers is peppercorns. I am a total wimp when it comes to black pepper especially. My lips swell up and such. I avoid it like the plague. Conversely, cayenne pepper is totally fine and I use it in place of peppercorns when cooking. Mum can't eat anything spicier than ketchup. I grew up on very bland food. My mother-in-law once said that some ketchup was too spicy. Sometimes I'm not even sure if people mean the same thing by that word. When I worked at Tim Hortons, a guy complained that out ranch dressing was too spicy and it burnt his tongue. My wife and I were at a restaurant and this old woman behind us no joke said, "Sometimes I like to add a little black pepper to my food to spice it up. But not too much." Quote, my 6-year-old niece started crying when she ate a piece of our Christmas turkey. It had some sort of brown sugar glaze she called spicy. I can answer this. I was married to this guy for a while. His parents were very spice adverse. I had never seen anything like it. I only actually visited their home once. Because they lived in a state far away from us. And they usually visited us instead. My ex-mill was always going on about how many spices I had in my collection and how unnecessary it was. When I went to their house, I found out she had a spice collection of dehydrated onions, pepper, salt, black pepper, and garlic powder. That was literally it. I didn't even see cinnamon. I went to pick up some fried fish once when we were there. Got the tartar sauce on the side. His mother tried the tartar sauce and then said, "I shit you not. Oh my. That has some kick to it." It absolutely did not. It was fucking tartar sauce. Me. Pepper on fries or in the breading of chicken nuggets is legit painful for me. I frequently wonder if I'm actually allergic to pepper. Since I've seen a few charts of how to tell if your young child has a food allergy, and one clue is if the kid says something is spicy when it shouldn't be. My aunt thinks having a low spice tolerance counts as a personality trait. It's so integral that as a goof my spouse once started to describe a chicken soup they were all having at a diner as really peppery, and despite my aunt having already ate like half her bowl, suddenly couldn't eat it anymore. DJ Khaled on Hot Ones. Lots of people are talking about finding black pepper super spicy but not having problems with other spices. I am starting to think that maybe there is a cilantro tastes like soap gene for black pepper face with raised eyebrow. My brother-in-law complained dinner was too spicy and, upon questioning, it was because he'd seen me dredge the chicken in flour before frying it. Flour was too spicy for him. Edited to add, since people are asking, no, he was not allergic to wheat. However, he was eventually diagnosed with IBS. He didn't want to change his eating habits. However, so he continued to eat whatever and just blame spicy food for flare-ups. Apart from that, he was the kindest, sweetest, most generous and caring man I ever could have hoped to have join our family. He passed last October and we still miss him every day. I think he would find his 15 minutes of Reddit fame to be extremely funny. Just thinking of him reading these comments makes me smile. So thank you for that. 2. My dad tastes garlic in everything. Even if it doesn't have garlic in it. An example. I offered some of my macaroni salad to him. He takes a bite. I can't eat this. It's too garlicky. No garlic. I've seen someone argue that bell peppers are spicy. Not black pepper. Bell pepper. Which are a kind of sweet pepper with 0 Scoville units. They aren't even tart or acidic. Edit. To everyone going, no they're spicy, get tested for an allergy. To everyone going, they are bitter, bitter is a different flavor than spicy. To everyone going, but I don't like them, you can dislike things that aren't spicy. Edit 2, I'm eating a bell pepper for lunch and they're still not spicy. You weirdos. Black pepper was too spicy. My mum thinks fries with a normal amount of salt and pepper is too spicy. Lemon and herb chicken at Nando's was too spicy for them, they had to have plain. One of my in-laws sweats at the sheer smell of chili, no ingestion involved.